All right, and welcome to another beautiful evening, a beautiful night in the city of Baltimore. This is XTY. I'm Tian.
And I'm a Yonka C. Price.
Hi, T.
Hey, baby girl.
Hi, Ayoka, my beautiful light worker. Real quick, I just gotta say before this show starts, he is extremely positive. Like when you're having a bad day and you need some really positive, that's the person that you call. Well, Julie, you and Julie.
You said
Um,
me and Julie?
yeah, last weekend I was a little down. I think it's just not having that normalcy.
Right.
I was down, and then Judy was like, "Hey, we're gonna go to the beach," and we went. We had a good time, and we went like on Saturday and Sunday. And then yesterday, I just woke up with this bad energy, and I text you, and you were like, "Here, we're gonna go swimming." I had the best weekend. Like I had a very good day yesterday. So I want to thank you for that. Moving on. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. As always, you can follow us on Facebook, our Instagram, our Twitter, our Snapchat, Periscope, and you can follow us on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where you should follow us the most.
And
Make huh?
I want us to do an update because I'm not sounding all choppy, am I? So I want us to do an update, right? Because we are now streaming to 8 different sites.
That's what's
Um,
up.
yes, now. So at first we could not stream to our group page, but we are live right now inside of the XTY group page. So it is no excuses at all of why you cannot watch this show
Right.
tonight because you didn't feel like downloading no Periscope apps or YouTube or anything like that. So yes, we are connected and we are live and we are super grateful that we
Yes.
have the opportunity to be here tonight with such a wonderful woman,
Yeah. Hey, Tony. Hey, Lady
successful
T.
boss.
Hey,
Lady T. Yes, Lady T is with us. For those that may not know, she is the owner and the creator and just the mind behind the Real Housewives group on Facebook, right?
Yep, Real
You're
Housewives of Baltimore.
right. I couldn't remember if it was Baltimore not now. I'm a part of that group, but I couldn't remember if Baltimore part was on there. And
Fellas,
also,
it's for women only.
for women only,
For
yes.
women only.
and a lot of these men are
Let me
probably
try to creep up in
in
the
that group
group.
talking about. And then you are also the owner of the Housewives of Baltimore nail shop, right?
Yes.
See, yeah. So we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Do we have any plugs, really, really quick, T, before
Okay.
this?
So just a simple reminder that my third annual Queen Day Craft Feast has been rescheduled. So we will not be having that this year. Refunds have already gone back to everyone who purchased their ticket, but we will be on for next year, probably the same time, God willing. COVID-19 will allow us to be great by next year. um, but for the most part, that's all that we have going on. We do have ad space available right now. So if you do want us to help you promote your brand, simply email us or send us a message through Instagram, Facebook, whichever at XTY. The email address is xty@gmail.com. It's $10 ticker ad space. So all of your contributions to our show help us to stream live to 8 different networks and help us to basically keep this show going. So we are truly appreciative of everything that you guys are
Mhm.
supporting and giving to us and supporting us. I mean, the support, the love, we've been doing this for what, about 5 years now?
Mhm.
Had
Yes.
5 years. 5 years.
5 years now. We have come
Five
in contact with a lot of entrepreneurs,
years.
artists all across the DMV and even further. So we are super grateful. So I did want to put that out there tonight because 2020 has definitely been hitting us hard. And yes,
2020 can go to
hard.
hell without now.
Yeah.
It really can go right to hell. And I hope 2020, I'll be glad when it's done.
Mhm.
All right. So, Tony, we gotta get into you. So, the last time I think we actually saw you, the nail shop was about to open, or it
Right.
had right. I think it was launching. How was that going?
Um, you know, we opened up February the 1st, and we did about maybe 45 days, and then COVID happened. And then we had to shut down. We opened up about, mid-June. And it's been doing great. We're booked up through August, going into September. We're doing great. We're adding new techs. It's just a great thing. It really is.
How is it being an entrepreneur and actually like entrepreneur? Because I know you went from actually just, well, not just because being a housewife and a full-time mother is really a big job, but then you added that onto your plate. Like how was that transition for you? Because I
It,
know
it was a major transition. I was a housewife for almost 15 years or 14 years. And
Mhm.
I took care of my children for a long time. And they're older now. They're 15, 16, 16, and 22.
Okay.
And so they're able to, care for themselves. And I lost myself through the process, like the empty nest syndrome of what, without feeling like they left the house, they were just on their own. So when I
Okay.
got into becoming an entrepreneur, um, it is scary. Um, it is exhilarating.
It's like a rush.
Frustrating. It's everything. It's all in one. It's just amazing. Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay. And oh no.
oh
Okay.
no, I wasn't
Sorry.
gonna say that. I was just basically saying like it's just been really exciting watching your journey from the time that we actually met you. Um, it's been a few months. I can't exactly say how many months, but just to be able to see your journey and how far you have come is just simply amazing. And I
Mm-hmm.
know that feeling that you said you're having, like you just feel it's like exhilarating to be able to do all of this.
You're right.
So, I don't know if I'm jumping too far ahead or anything, but as far as now, like you said, I know your kids are out of the house, you got the empty nest, but do you feel like you have all the support that you need, like within like your family, and how are you balancing like right now during this time, especially during COVID?
I think a lot of prayer. I stay close to God. I stay close in prayer every day. But yes, my family, my husband, my children, they're at the salon with me every day. The manager that helps run the salon, she's like phenomenal. Her name is Charmy Taylor.
Okay.
She's just
I
phenomenal.
see her work.
Yeah,
And
I
her work
mean,
is
she's
awesome.
Yeah,
just
that's amazing.
yeah. So I have a it's you I have a small team behind me, but we do big things. We do
Okay,
big things.
and
Well, that's good.
especially to
So,
have your family in it. Hmm.
Yes.
yeah.
What was you saying, Tia?
Mm-mm. No, I was just gonna say I know before when we spoke, you all had done something for the homeless. You had done a lot. I remember you doing that because like I said, it's been a few months since we actually spoke. So initially, I remember you mentioning like it was something for the homeless. I want to say that you all did another type of like either a giveaway or
Yeah,
something
it
like.
was like giveaways and makeovers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
A
yeah.
lot. We've done a lot. I mean, we've done makeovers. We donated to a family in
Mhm.
December to a family who had not seen a Christmas in 5 years.
Oh wow. Okay.
It was bittersweet, but it we did it from our hearts. So it was a great thing to do, but it ended up not so great. So
So what ended up not great? The event itself.
I think what had happened, what we were told that the family that we get, of course, they are anonymous. The children had received their gifts, and then the gifts were sold within 3 hours of us purchasing them, and so that was
Oh,
very hard for me to
oh,
take. I was very despondent about that, and it was just hard. It was just I did it from the kindness of my heart. My children had in some way given up their Christmas that day to go with us.
yeah.
And so, like I said, it was bittersweet. But we've given back to the homeless. We've done makeovers. We've done vision board parties. Uh, Miss Jolene was there, rest in peace. She was at the division board party, and we've done a lot in the last year. We just had a great meeting, 1 year anniversary, where we booked. We had about at least 250 housewives.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's a really big thing. I know one thing that we talked about in the beginning, and we're not going to get too much into it. Because one thing I really commend you on is I know we spoke in the past about you transitioning to a sober life, right?
yeah,
And just with COVID and being an entrepreneur and juggling family life and just all of that, a lot of times it really can be a trigger, you know. How do you manage, like, how do you manage that? Because I mean, I think that that's a wonderful thing. I mean, I a lot of people can't do that. You know what I mean? So how do you manage that?
well, if I could just go back on that one,
Mhm.
I was a housewife for 14 years, and I enjoyed, my kids being at home. 4 years ago, I had become addicted to alcohol, and it was just a very hard part of my life. I had kind of lost myself in some
Mhm.
way. And I think once you switch over to what they call a pickle, so to say, in the program that I'm in, or a person who is an alcoholic, there is no more the ability to drink. So I will always suffer from
Mhm.
the addiction. If I were to go back, it would be the same thing. Alcoholism is progressive. It waits for you.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter if you're 10 years sober, 20 years sober. It will progress while you're waiting. So I still struggle. I'm not actively drinking, but I still struggle. So that's
Yeah.
something that I will always struggle with. And I think that part of my life is something that, as Paul in the Bible, there was a thorn in his side, and that's what I have. It's a thorn, and it's something that keeps me humble. It keeps me focused. It keeps me in contact with my God at all times.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, I know that that's probably a big struggle. Just period. And especially as I said, with everything that's going on, as I said before, 2020 can basically go to hell at this point because it's just with everything happening, it's just one.
It's
You know
not
what I
giving
mean?
us time a chance to breathe. It's just
No,
Right.
back stuff. Yeah.
you wake up and it's a big ball of confusion and you
Yeah.
just don't know what to do. So I really commend you on it because a lot of people are fighting that battle and they are really not able to. I remember about a week or so ago, I think about a week or so ago, you kind of posted and you just kind of poured your heart out. And I really commend you on that also because just being in a very positive space is extremely hard, and not getting wrapped up into the negativity is extremely hard too. You know what I mean? And I know you poured your heart out. I don't know if a lot of the ladies in the group saw it, but I saw it. And it kind of brought me to tears a little bit because I felt everything that you were saying.
Mm.
Um, um, did you want to get into that at all?
I do. It's I see a lot of in the pandemic, people have been starting Facebook groups and obtaining 15,000 members in 2 weeks. I've seen that. I've seen them gain that many members, and I'm unable to control it.
Yeah.
I started a group and I gradually got up to 17,000 members in 18 months. And I've been able to maintain positive, uplifting, empowerment, just all across the board. But it came with a cost. And that's when we talk about that positivity and negative things that come with it. You know, the naysayers, the people that say that I can't do it, and or the things that have been said about me. You know, it's none of my business what they feel or what people feel about me. So I don't actually want to speak on that, but I do want to say that to bring women together, especially women that have a lot to deal with, marriage and children and work and all these different dynamics that come into one. You have all these personalities and you just have this one, you know, and I have a team behind me. I have about 10 women that are monitoring the page. It gets tiresome sometimes, and it gets, you know, but it's not something where the pages, a lot of people say, you know, well, the page is about profit. As you see, I give away more money than I receive. So that's not my goal. That's not something that I, you know, but this is just a phenomenal page. It really is. It's blessed by God, so it will always be positive. So that's my comment.
And that's just really odd, like to say it's something that's for profit, because either way, as a as an entrepreneur and CEO, whichever way you want to call it, I mean, if you're doing something, to this extent to have that type of group, you would want to be able to promote, you understand, whatever it is that you're doing as your self-employment or whichever. That does not mean that you're doing this for profit, but we're all supposed to come together and support one another, like in all of our endeavors. So I don't necessarily see it that way, me personally. I do love the idea that it's so many different women from all different walks of life that have different religious backgrounds, different sexual preferences. It doesn't matter, but everybody is able to come together in agreement and function in this group, because I have been in groups with women where it's just catty, or everybody's arguing somebody's opinions. You're not allowed to really be who you are or speak how you want to speak. And I find that within that group you're able to do that, and you can laugh. It's like so many different combinations. And you still allow, you understand, the women of that group to be able to shine, whether if they're in entrepreneurship, whether if they're a homemaker or whichever. Like, you still, and on top of highlighting the women that are in the group. So it is a amazing group that you do have going on. And I know, especially now during the time period, like you said, going through COVID and even starting your business and not being able to start. Being put to a halt, literally. And in that time frame when we were able to really open back up, to be able to move forward so swiftly as you did, is also a blessing. Now, I see now you do have like quite a few women that are working in the shop.
We have 4. We have 4 women there.
4 stylists in there. And so you're able to operate by appointment, or am I able to walk in?
Yeah, only appointment only. I mean, if you walk in, you can make an appointment, but you can't come in. Not right now. We're not offering that service.
Can you set the tone for me? Like, what's the vibe in there? Like, when you come,
you know what? I was just want to say, because I see a lot of the pictures that it looks so cozy and so chill out. And a couple of days ago, there was a man that posted. I think he got a pedicure, and he had made this post like, I went and got a pedicure, and I was just so welcomed, and it was really, really nice. And you don't get that at a lot of places because there's so much about money. So
well,
so what you said,
it's amazing. To get into the nail part, I definitely want to get into that. I'm infatuated with nails, but I'm almost like infatuated with great customer service, because I was a person that I was a customer at one point, and I was looking for a black nail tech, and there were things that I just didn't see. Now I have a black nail tech that is my personal nail tech that I love and have been with for 6 years, but it took me time and time again to find one
Yeah.
So when they walk into the Housewives of Baltimore nail salon, customer service is one thing that you're not going to say that you don't get.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm definitely big on that. But the vibe, I mean, Janae Aiko is played, and I mean the music that's what sets the tone. The music,
Yeah.
conversation. I don't take anything from the suites, but that whole women talking to each other, vibing with each other, meeting another sister that you never met before, talking about real life issues in the
I
salon.
like that. Yeah.
That's what we're bringing back to, and I'm going to keep fighting for it. For that, to have that type of just communication where, like, we had a conversation the other day about I think it was just the whole COVID situation, and
Sure.
it just, women were crying, just feelings of how they felt and felt alone, and the depression, and we were able to console each other. I mean, you can't do that with just you and your stylist. So,
Right.
Yeah.
for me, I was just very thankful that the tone in that salon, I hold to my heart. I definitely do.
Yeah.
So was
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, what are you gonna say?
Okay, no, I was just thinking to myself, it's like about women empowerment. So like the connection between the group actually flows into the nail salon.
The
To
salon.
the bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that I do like about the group. If it's a post that's made that may be extremely negative and that may bring the tone down, the one thing I do like, I really do like, is the fact that your admins will literally nip it in the bud immediately.
They don't.
I literally remember a few months ago, like I fell asleep. It was on a Sunday, and I looked, and there was this negative rant, and I was like, I'm not dealing with it. I'm just gonna go to bed. And when I woke up and I looked, and that rant was gone. Like, I don't know if they deleted it or what happened, but it was gone. And the one thing, as I said, that I really do like is the fact that it's really no room for negativity.
No.
You see women that may have issues, and when they ask for advice, everybody comes through with it.
They do.
Yeah, and the one thing I do like is that everybody is is very, very opinionated, but they give real life advice. And it really does help a lot of women. I know somebody asked the question, and the question that they asked, I was kind of dealing with the same thing. When I went through and I started reading the comments, and I was like, sis, hit that on the head. You are absolutely right. So I really, really do commend I am stuttering. This whole entire group situation, because it really is a beautiful thing. Like, I don't know what that I can say about it, because I think that it's just so positive and just so honest.
I've gotten backlash, but I take it with a grain of salt. Like, I don't.
Could you possibly get about something that positive? There are a lot of Facebook groups out here, and let me tell you, I am a part of about 9 or 10 of them. And out of all of the ones that I am a part of, yours is the only one that I don't get any drama from.
I thank you for that.
I can honestly go into a lot of those groups and see 7 different arguments happening. You know what I mean? And the admins don't do anything. They let it go. You don't have any of that. I mean, so what sort of backlash could you possibly get? Because it's very, very positive.
I think the higher the level, the bigger the devil, and so that's always going to be the case.
Yeah.
I don't. There are non-factors that I just don't communicate with, and to take it back to the alcoholism, what alcohol did to me, no one can do to me. And so what that did to me, it had no legs, no arms, no brain, and it was controlling me there's no way I would let another woman do that. So
Yeah.
I believe that my page or our page, because it is no longer mine. This page runs by itself. It is protected and held by God. I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly, because I can go to sleep at night and hecklers are not posting all types of negative things on there. And that's not to say that they won't. You know, the bigger it gets, we are screening now. You cannot get in the group unless you ask questions, unless you answer the questions. And that's just what we, as an admin team, we just decided to do. I have a great admin team. I've always had great admin teams. This one, I just believe that everybody is just empowerment. It's just empowerment.
So on your ad team, the admin team now, I think you said it's about 10 ladies, right?
It's about 10 or 9.
Okay, and I remember when we first met, I think it was like 5. Was it 5? It was 5. Is it the same, or is this a whole new admin team?
It's a whole new admin team. Of course, maybe 1 or 2 is still there. I think 1 or 2. But
who's on the admin team? Do you mind me asking?
My mother is on there, Claire L. Day one. Takira is on there. She's been there since day one. Corday, Nita, Toya, Nikki.
Toya.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely Zendika. Like, we have a list of them, and we personally picked each one. Like, everybody had to do an interview, and everybody is.
Like, you literally just hosted like a job interview. Like, you sat in. Oh wow.
Yes, we ask questions. We want to know: are you about empowerment? What do you feel about if a woman gets into an argument? Are you willing to delete a post? You know, that's something. It is the Housewives of Baltimore LLC is a business. It is not, you know, when this page got so large, I had to do something with it. And it is a brand. It's a brand, and it's something that it's a baby of mine. You know, 5 years ago, I despised the Housewives. I despised the name Housewife, homemaker, anything that had to do with that. And what's amazing is that God gave me a group that I can embrace that name now. Not only embrace it, but have 17,000 women also embrace it. And so what I thought was something that was demeaning, and I was just an unemployed woman. No, I was a woman that took care of her children. All of my children are great kids. So I did a great job. And that means the world to me. So the word housewife no longer is derogatory to me. It is a great thing. Would I recommend a woman to stay home for 14 years? No.
Listen, I don't want to hear anybody ever say that being a stay-at-home mom or a housewife is a negative thing.
Right.
I've been home with my 3-year-old since Friday, March the 16th or like 17th. And today is August the 10th. I am ready to call his daycare and see, open up and let me bring him in. And because it takes so much work to do that the entire day. I'm talking about I'm making breakfast like every single day. I'm making lunch. I'm making dinner every single day. I'm singing. Like, I remember like one day I played hide and go seek like 7 times. And I was like, listen, like, I'm pretty much done. So, you know, I really, really do come in there also, because that is a big job. Like, that is not easy at all. And I'm only April, May, June, July, August. I am 5 months in. I'm done.
Yeah, I get it. Look, I get it. I'm definitely. I don't miss. You know, I'm out there now. When I say future nail tech, I graduate on Friday as a nail tech.
Wait a minute.
So
No. You waited until we were 30 minutes in to bring that up. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, you can officially just do them on your own.
Yes. Yeah, I mean,
So you
I'll be certified, but I need to be licensed.
Right.
So
that's a big thing.
yeah, yeah.
So so you were in school or like wait a minute, we gotta get into that because we just never talked about that. Like are you in nail school? Were you doing an apprenticeship? Like what like how did that happen?
I'm in nail school, so no, I'm not in the apprenticeship program. I'm actually in nail school. I do a lot of fake hands. The nail thing just intrigued me, intimidated me in so many different ways. My purpose in life was to be a mother, and I wanted to know what I wanted to do. I did a post yesterday, what did you want to be when you grew up? And everybody had all these different things, and I wanted to be a mother. And then when you don't have to retire to be a mother, but they grow up and then you lose yourself. And so I love my nail tech. I think I would just sit there and watch her for years. And she just told me May 9th, she said, I had owned the salon. I had the salon. I didn't know what to do with it. And she said, why don't you go to nail school? And I was like, no, I can't go to nail school. I'm 42 years old. And she said, just go. And I called the nail school and she said, we start tomorrow. And I said, okay. So I started and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be a nail tech, yay. And then I got 4 hours a day, 5 days a week.
I'm smiling for you because I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I'm happy, but it was a lot. It was a lot of work. I was intimidated a lot. I think that, I'm a perfectionist. And one thing about me is the Housewives of Baltimore page is not a nail page. I would never make it a nail page. But the Housewives of Baltimore nail salon has to be built from the ground up. One thing I want to do is great nails and great customer service. Those are the two things that I want.
Yeah.
In order for me to do that, I have to perfect. I went to school because I'm a business owner and I need to know the business. But I learned to love nails in the process. So Friday is my last day. I get my certificate, and so I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
I'm excited for you. I mean, now don't get me wrong. I'm excited for you because I'm when this whole COVID thing happened, I went and bought the little fake nail stuff and was trying to do. I was like, nah, like it's not gonna work because it was just it was a mess. And my son was sitting here looking at me like, mommy, what happened to your fingers? And I was like a train wreck, and mommy got to fix it because it's just a hot mess. It was just a mess over here. Are you learning the design part too? Like, because I don't know when it happened, but I know at one point everybody was getting designs, and then they stopped, and then we just started getting like polish only. And design started making a comeback, and then everybody was getting flowers and sculpted nails and rhinestones everywhere. Like I don't, So are you learning that part too, or is that like a whole nother situation?
That's a whole nother situation. Like for me, the learning nails is not easy. I've watched people try to do the acrylic application, the gel polish, the pedicures. And I've had my run with them. I've gotten a little cocky with it, because I can do it, without being scared. But it's a lot to it. There's theory and then there's the practical. So that's something that the art of it. The nail school just taught me what to do to pass state board. In my nail school, it's one of the best out there. She taught us design as well. I don't think that I'll be a design queen. I think that I'll work on it, but I want to just learn the art of shaping and making nails nice. Now, I don't want to, put my age frame on just a certain age frame, but I would like the older ladies, 35 and older to kind of, cling to me. Not that I don't want the younger, not that, but I mean, the designs that they want, I may not be able to do. I'm 42. I mean, you can.
It's never too late, sis. No, no, no,
It's never
no.
too
We're not doing it.
Yeah.
Not doing that.
Yeah.
One of my father has passed away, but one of his male friends, Mr. Bruce been doing nails since we were younger. But he just, since me and my sister were little, he just started doing designs a few years ago. And Mr. Bruce is in his 60s. So it's never too now.
Never too late.
You know what I mean? I don't want to go to him because he's like too far. But it's never too late. You can perfect your craft and be like a genius at it in no time. So we're not even going to say that. But
I just want to be a great nail tech. That's it. If it comes with designs, then I'll take it. I just want to be a great nail tech, and I want to be something to. I know how I felt when I left the nail salon, and I want to make women feel that same way.
So I am very, very proud of you. And I will say, I don't know what your journey has been in these last few months, but your smile is even different. Your smile is different, and it's very genuine, and it's not a forced smile. We talk to a lot of people, and when you interview a lot of people, you can tell when somebody is forcing a smile, and you can tell when somebody's just naturally smiling. So whatever space that you're in at this time, it's a very positive and it's a very happy and pure space. And I just want you to be there. Like I want you to stay there, and I want you to win. So I'm just really happy for you.
Tian, I'm telling you, that means the world to me. You're one of those people that reach out to me very often. Yeah. Reach out, and I just appreciate it because you guys have been in the group long enough to see me just so many different things. And I think at this point, to go back to the beginning, I just wanted a couple of my girlfriends just to sit around and, let's just talk and, wish each other happy birthday. And now I'm wishing,
every day
women birthdays. This is bigger than me. And that little housewife that sat around and thought that she would be nothing but just someone's wife and a mother. Not that that's bad, but that I lost myself. I lost my identity. And I got into my purpose. My purpose is I want to help someone. But I am doing that. I am helping someone somewhere. I know I am. I want to say this. I know we have a short amount of time, but someone told me something.
We got all the time in the world, girl. We don't pay anybody. We just got all the time in the world.
I had a person tell me when I was 19 years old that God was going to use me one day, and my friends and I laughed at her. She just walked up to me, and
it was a random person.
Just a random person. And I was 19, so I was young, and everything was funny to me, And so we laughed at her and just laughed and laughed and laughed. And something hit me like, girl, and so, fast forward 25, maybe 23 years later, I feel that God is using me in some way to do something, to bring some awareness, to make another woman, that feels low and depressed and down, that another sister could help her, even if it's not me. So I definitely wanted to get that part out.
And you know what I call that? A light worker.
Yeah, go with Reverend Price. No, she's absolutely right about that, because it's especially with women. It's a lot of people say that it's hard to bring women in one space and make the energy positive. It's really not that hard. You just have to get the right women involved. You know what I mean? And as I said, the one thing I do appreciate about that group is the fact that when somebody's dealing with something, if they need advice, some of the advice may be a little ratchet. So when I put in my thoughts, it's usually a lot of cussing in it and a lot of ratchetness. It's really coming from a very, very good place.
Yeah.
And it's very, very uplifting when you see that. You have a lot of single parents in the group. You have married parents. I mean, married women that are dealing with like internal stresses and internal issues. And as I said, it's very positive when when you see a lot of the advice that's being given out.
And
So
you always attract your ideal. I won't
yeah,
say, yeah, customer, but as far as like you gonna attract the right people for the group, and you notice like everybody who wasn't for the group are no longer a part of that group.
are
But
gone.
it's still an amazing accomplishment to still have almost 17,000 people
Yeah.
who are in alignment with the group's mission.
Which
And
is
you know,
it's led by God. I mean, I don't
Mhm.
think I'm doing it because at 10 of us can't control it. We have
Right.
13,000 active members.
Right.
that comment every day,
Yeah, that's what
Yep.
Facebook says, that we have 13,000 active members.
every day.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
So
And
God's work is definitely being brought forth.
yeah, and another thing I do like about the group is they are very, very protective of
Mhm.
of you. The minute somebody says, I don't want to be in the group, they immediately swarm in like, you don't have
uh-uh.
to be here, sis. We are not doing this, but what this is about, blah 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 blah. Like they are very, very protective of you.
I
So
have a lot of sisters in that
they
group.
love
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I have a lot of, I call them my sisters because, and they come to the salon, they come and give me hugs. They tell me, just different things. But, you know, pure recognize pure and real recognize real I say that to myself. I have nothing to prove to anyone.
Mhm.
And I had a post the other day, someone post something very negative about me, and I could have left it up. um and it wasn't that I didn't want the world to see it, but it was no validity in it. It had no
Mhm.
purpose for the group. We are about empowerment.
Right.
And so I feel like, you know, people will protect me. Um, but then there could be people who could think, maybe there's some truth, and it just didn't make sense.
Right.
And
Mhm.
I do so much for the group. I spend a lot of time on it. I've sacrificed a lot, even, relationships and different things for this group. Um, that I just want it to always stay the same. And I know that we're going to transition. But God is guiding us. Like I don't see this page ever falling. I used to say, well, one day we're going to get 1 million followers. Well, we may not ever get 1 million. I'm comfortable at 17, at 16, 8. I'm comfortable here. And again, we screen our members now. You have to answer questions. We didn't do that before. I just think it's just a great group. I think it's just a great group of women. I mean, it really is.
Too. Me too. Me too. So, if someone wants to make an appointment at the nail salon, how can they go about doing that? Do they have to pick a particular nail artist, or do they just go into the website and book, or how does that happen?
Well, they can book at the Housewives of Baltimore Nail Cafe at Regaro Thought Mob Nail Cafe, Regaro/Thought Mob Nail Cafe. And yes, you do have to pick your stylist. The other 2 stylists have not been added yet. They'll be added tonight.
Mhm.
You can pick your service. We're actually taking models right now for this week. So, come get your toes done. Come get your feet done. Come get your
What does the modeling include?
modeling just includes the techs who are licensed to have their to perform on your nails. just to see if they're up to par. They're new. And so they have to go through a process before they're actually put on the floor. And so
Is
that's
it like acrylic or manicure, pedicure only?
we're doing acrylic models. We're doing acrylic models. And again, if it's something that you feel uncomfortable with, we have an experienced tech that will fix it. But we're working through just making sure, just like with me, like I tell everybody in the salon, we're growing together. Like I'm growing too, you know. So it's acrylic, manicures, pedicures. So right now for this week and next week, we're just looking for models. So if anybody wants to be a model, reach out to me at 410-800-2671.
Okay, I'm because I would say I see you for the nail and the nail and feet models. You know, I'm very, very loyal, so I'm not even gonna lie. I'm very, very loyal. I'm a very loyal customer. I kind of like my nail lady. I've noticed since we were in high school. So I don't want Cheryl to think for a second that I'm saying that I'm going to do this because she would cuss me out. But I had seen because she's crazy, but I love her little ass though. But I was gonna say, I have seen a lot of the work. I have seen Charmy's work, especially Charmy's work. Charmy's work is really, really dope.
Amazing.
It is amazing, and I've seen it. You know, so for those that are watching, if they want models, like I'm telling you, you are really, really in for a really nice treat. You know, their work is nice. So I'm excited for you, sis.
Thank you.
And I just want to see you win. I just want to see you keep winning. I just want to see you keep winning. Is there anything in the future for the nail salon, for the group? I know that COVID has jacked up a lot of things. So I can't see you doing like a really big event for.
No, not right now.
Anything else like in the works? Like, do you have anything else, happening or?
Not right now. Our second year event it's kind of in the air right now. We are looking for singers like Raheem Devon. We reached out to his team, and we really want him to come. But at this time, I can't make a decision that with that magnitude with a person that is so great. I mean, I love Raheem Devon.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I reached out, and I'm one like I'll reach out constantly. Like I'm calling Beyonce sometimes. I'll just be like, look, Housewives of Baltimore, everybody, But we reached out to their team, and we just can't. We can't make a decision if we don't know what COVID is going to do.
Right.
And so at this point, I just don't know what to do with my second year event. My first year event went very well. I was very proud of almost 300 women showed up. And it was just such a great event. I mean, they just showed out for us, and I was just proud. I was just very proud.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for you now. If you see if he can maybe do like a Zoom show and see if he can give me a shout out or something, and we could put it on X. But that's only if he gives me a shout out and say this is for Tanika.
Listen, we gotta book him first. We want to make sure that if he would come on to the 1 year, I definitely would. Like I said, it was in the works, but everything went down because I wanted to be bigger than the year that I had before, and then the next years I had a real star, a comedian star, tell me that I couldn't afford her, and I had to take that, and she said, build your brand and then come back to me, and I see you doing something great, and it was just an honor for her to let me know that I'm thinking big, but I gotta get my money up a little bit, and then I come back. So I'm literally working. Like I said, I'm building with my bare hands, the salon, the page, and I'm doing it with God leading me, honestly. So
Is
Yeah.
there any advice that you would like to leave our
Mhm.
audience before we actually close out?
I
Any
think
advice for the salon or starting a business or?
we'll definitely
Yeah.
come to the salon. Definitely come to the salon, even if you come by to say hello. I think for the ladies in the group, I just want to say, not advice, just more of just, I just want to thank every single woman in that group, uh,
Mhm.
all the supporters, the women who reach out to me, who just are just there. I just want to thank everybody for making the Housewives such a great page, making the Housewife Salon, nail salon, such a great salon. And I just want to thank you too, because you don't know how much, I had to put you as like the first
That's
thing that
that
comes
light
to my
worker.
morning, so that I can hear
That's
these
that light worker.
yeah, affirmations. Like I was like, wait a minute, that's me, that's me. So, if you see my likes in the morning, it's because I
Early
haven't
in the morning.
in the phone, it comes on as the first thing. So when I wake up, I see your post.
Early in the morning.
Yeah, it's like I'm just thankful for you too. And I definitely will, when I'm the one of the top nail techs, I want to come back on the show.
Oh yeah.
And you got it, sis. You got it. And just can you drop the nail shop location and all of that one more time?
Yes, the nail salon is at 3061 Frederick Avenue, Suite A, and it's 410-800-2671. That's our phone number.
Okay. And wait a minute, Frederick Avenue.
I was just thinking the same thing. Like,
I'm like, wait a minute.
part.
Right, exactly. Because I was like, wait a minute, T, because we just
Like,
around.
how close is this?
Right. Is it the part of Frederick where like all of the shops are? Um, is it like I know because I'm not like I know that area, but I'm not like an expert on it.
It's
I
in
don't
the
Near
Three
St.
Brothers
Agnes?
Shopping Center. I don't know if you know
say
what the Three Brothers Shopping Center. We're in.
no, no, no.
Yeah,
Is it
it's right
near
off
ship?
Newton and Wilkins Avenue.
Got
So
it.
it's
Yeah,
down at
near
the
St.
bottom.
Agnes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's down the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
not far from me.
It's way up from West Side Shopping Center. Like we're up further up than there.
Okay.
Right at Caton and Wilkins Avenue.
I know
Oh,
exactly where
near
it
the
is.
7-Eleven and all that. It was a 7-Eleven up there. Like you make a right.
I don't think
The
it's
way I kind of know.
Avenue there.
But I kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So if somebody want to find y'all, that's where they find you at. Um, I know T said, do you want to leave anything for, our listeners, but what about a positive like affirmation, like something that they can walk, just a statement. You don't have to give
I will say this
just a statement, a sentence.
I will say this. If someone tells you that you can't do something, don't believe it. You can do anything, even at 42.
Anything. I love that. I love that.
Even at
T,
42.
I love that. T.
All right. So align yourself with good energy people who are producing. Shut up. Align yourself with good energy people who are producing results.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all I have.
That was it. That was 19.
That was great.
I wasn't about to preach. I was getting ready to, but
I was just going to say, listen, if you need positivity, I'm looking down because I'm trying to make sure I'm spelling this correctly. But if you need positivity, I remember calling T one day. I texted her. I was like, I need you to tell me something positive. I said, I need you to tell me because I'm ready to go off. And I said, I'm texting you this post. This information. I said, because I know that you will be the one that is going to tell me something positive, and then we'll see the positivity in all of the foolishness. Mm-hmm. And so I sent it to her, and she started looking at it, and she went through it, and she was like, yeah, well, I found about 70 that I actually like. And I was like, yo, you are so positive. Like, I love it. So if you are ever in a jam, if you ever need a boost, if you ever need to feel like you are unstoppable and you don't have anywhere to go, and then you just are going to jump off of a ledge because you just, this is it. Go to Instagram and type in LIGHTWORK ERSOCIETY. That page will give you every bit of positivity and positive energy that you need.
That's
Can you
the
do
Lightworker
that one more time?
Society.
I
The
can't
light.
hear you.
You know it, T. You already know the page.
It's the Lightworker Society
It's
on
T's
Instagram
page.
and Facebook. She's
Tony,
not
it's
following me
T's
on that
page.
page.
I got it. I
Oh,
got it.
I was like, Tony,
She's
you
not
follow
following
that
me on
page.
that.
I mean, on IG, I definitely do that in the morning.
Yeah, but it's that, and just remember that all things are possible. I had a baby at 39, and I'm 42, and didn't think that anything was possible. Like I had a baby at 39. I got a promotion. I finally have a job that I like. I love my boss. I love my team. And I have a very good life. So anything is possible. And if you ever feel like you just don't matter, Instagram, and the Light Worker Society will get you straight. I am Tian. Thank you for tuning in. T, I love you, T. Tony, thank you for being here today with us, sis.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I
And
appreciate you.
that's it. This is XCY. We will see y'all next time. Peace.
Thank you.